Allah is my heart's speech. Your mercy is what I beseech. Keep in my heart your remembrance, and in your deen allow me to advance. Help me in my quest. Permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest. Permit me to pass the ultimate test.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى لا سيما المصطفى صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Brothers and sisters, welcome to a new edition of your program Ask Huda. This is indeed a live show. Our phone numbers for those who would like to give us a call right now is area code 002 01125 008679, and the other number is area code 002 100 4583. Barakallah fikum. I think we already have Brother Hasser from Bahrain. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you, Sheikh?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Thank you for asking.
Sheikh, first of all, I have a request for you to kindly pray for me because inshallah tomorrow I will be going through a surgery.
Going to where?
I'm going through a surgery tomorrow.
Shafak Allah afak. Sure, inshallah, I will include you in my dua. May Allah keep you safe and give you shifa.
Ameen, inshallah. Sheikh, my question is that actually I'm suffering from hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
So like, I have a continuous discharge of blood and some other material. So, sometimes my undergarments, they become dirty, and it is not possible for me always to, change them. So is it fine that I pray with them, even my undergarments, if they are not that much clean?
Yeah.
That's basically my question.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No, jazakallah.
Wa jazakum, Brother Hassan. First of all, may Allah give you shifa. Shafak Allahu afak. I ask Allah the Great, the Lord of the Great Throne, to give you a quick recovery and make it easy for you through your surgery tomorrow, inshallah. In your condition, the brother said about hemorrhoid and the impurities which would be leaked as a result of that, and the undergarment will be impure. So can he pray with that? It would be advised that you should keep a pad in your undergarment so that it will collect the impurity. Then you can just discard it. And once again, whenever you finish your prayer and you're ready to make a new prayer, you will be required to make wudu for each prayer, for each fard prayer. You will make wudu once the adhan has been called, and with that you will be able to pray the fard and all the nawafil, even if the discharge is happening during the prayer, by analogy to the condition which is known as the urine incontinence. Once again, may Allah give you shifa. Shafak Allah wa afak. Brother Abdul Raziq Maid says, I've heard from Sunday episode of Ask Huda that a brother called from the USA. He said he's an accountant, but he does not involve in decision making and calculation of interest. What about me as a banker? I am an ordinary banker. I'm not involved in any interest issue. Inshallah, I'll answer you after this call. Assalamu alaikum. Sister Huda from Pakistan. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Muhammad.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the program, sister.
I called the last program, but I want to make it clear regarding my friend who got married with a guy without, how to say, his brother was agreed from out of the country, but he was not present, and there was no two witnesses.
Oh, so
in her marriage. They made just nikah between two of them. So she has to consider herself that guy is his husband or no?
No, he's not a husband. The marriage requires pillars to be fulfilled. Ijaban qabul.
Sorry?
Okay, I'll answer. If you don't have any other questions, inshallah, I'll answer this question.
Yeah.
Okay. Sister Huda from Uzbekistan, I will answer you inshallah in a couple minutes. Please stay waiting and inshallah I will answer you. Assalamu alaikum. Sister Hamna from the KSA.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Go ahead, Sister Hamna.
Sheikh, this question is on behalf of my mother and my aunt.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Sister Hamna, please. I'm listening.
During Ramadan, it's always in back home India. We give and take, go to lots of feasts. So this thing is that how do the women usually this affects the women because they're not able to do proper ibadah because they're always busy with the cooking and everything.
True.
So what do they do? Like, what is an option for them?
Okay, thank you. Sister Hamna, barakallahu fiki, jazakillahu khayran. Sister Iroda from Uzbekistan, who called about somebody, a woman who got married. There was an ijab and qabul, which is the main pillar of marriage, that the person proposed to her and she agreed and she gave her consent. But it was missing another pillar, which is the agreement or the consent of the guardian. Also, there was no witnesses at all. She said that they performed the marriage between themselves. This is not marriage. This is a form of adultery. But if they said we did not know, so there is a doubt which would waive the punishment, and they have to refix that by really getting married with the consent of her guardian and in the presence of the witnesses. Barakallahu fiqh. So the relationship that they're having right now, and after knowing that this is not marriage, is illegitimate. Sister Hamna from the case A, Ramadan is around the corner, as you all know that, inshallah, 2 months and a few days. And normally in Ramadan, people are divided into 2 categories. Some people would worry about preparing themselves spiritually and mentally to receive this honorable guest, try to take vacation or to decrease the amount and the hours of work. They have been working hard throughout the entire year. Now it's time to take a break so that they recharge the battery of their iman, grow closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, increase doing good deeds and earn hasanat. And the other category who would prepare for Ramadan by stuffing their pantry with food and cooking every day and having feasts, either visiting people or hosting people. By that, they really waste this wonderful opportunity of earning hasanat and getting their sins forgiven. I personally tell everybody that during Ramadan, I do not accept invitations. Because I take care of myself, and I would like to take care of my wife and my family as well. You know, I read my sabaq, my Quran, I pray in the masjid, and I leave my poor wife cooking for this whole gathering which will be coming, and afterward washing the dishes and taking care of the aftermath. So one has to be merciful and has to love for others what he loves for himself. So if you want your whole family to benefit out of that, then we'll keep it in a very narrow spectrum or scale, like whenever it is necessary and to the point. Even if I buy ready-made food or something affordable so that we break our fast and rush to the masjid to offer our Isha in Jama'ah, then Taraweeh, and so on. But the feasts which people are used to and exchanging visits throughout every night of Ramadan, which waste this beautiful time, are not advised at all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister Hira from the KSA, please try again. I know that you've been waiting for a while. I'm sorry. Please try again. Brother Abdul Raziq, who called about the job of a banker. Yes, indeed, the person who called from the USA, and he said that he's an accountant and he doesn't deal with the interest. He's not a decision maker. He's an auditor. And I said, so far, this is a lawful job. But an accountant in a firm, in a company, is different than an accountant in a bank. He is a banker. The bank, the main job, task of the bank is to lend money accompanied with interest, to charge people interest upon lending them money. So you're a part of this firm. You're a part of this whole business. Whether you are a banker, a decision maker, an accountant, a clerk or a security guard. Because of that, and since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Ma'idah, وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ, no one has any doubt of the jurist that working as a banker in a conventional bank that deals with riba is not permissible. It becomes only lawful if one ran out of solutions, he's homeless, he cannot suffice for his family, he cannot put bread on the table. So keeping this job or looking for anything that would save your life is a matter which would fall in the category of ad-darura, or necessity. And the fiqh rule says ad-darurat tubihu al-mahdhurat. Necessities would make the unlawful lawful with a limit. The limit is explained in 2 ayat of the Quran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister Rahma from the Niger. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister Rahma, how are you?
Sheikh, I have, fine, alhamdulillah. Sheikh, I have 3 questions.
Naam, go ahead please.
Yeah, the first one is about the Hajj. In our country, there is some agency who is sponsoring the female without haram, without muharram. They are going in group in the Hajj. Is this permissible or not?
So you're asking about a woman...
My second question... Yeah.
There woman...
is agency who is sponsoring the female in group to go to Hajj without muharram.
Naam.
Yes. Is it permissible or not? My second question is about, in my country there is some sheikh, if you go, you have some problem, they will just write the verse of the Quran, like they add in the Quran and write and give you to drink or to take bath. Is it permissible or no?
Could you please tell me again, what do they do exactly? They write what of the Quran?
Like they will write some verses, some ayat from the Quran, and write in the word and give you to drink or to take a bath.
Okay.
Is it permissible or no?
Okay, sure, inshallah. Now.
Yeah. My last question is about this 12 salat, this one for Nafil. Can I make it, if I don't have time, can I make it the 12 last in the night before sleeping?
Salatul, are you inquiring about Salatul Witr?
Yeah, this Nafil, this 12 salat.
Al-Witr prayer, right?
Daily, yeah, this, no, 12, there is 12 salat. No,
I see, I see.
Fajr, before Dhuhr, yeah, there is 12 total, no?
Okay, I got your questions, Sister Rahma from Nigeria.
If I didn't have time to perform all one, can I perform all last in the night this 12 before?
Okay.
Is it permissible or not?
I got your question. Thank you. Next, Assalamu alaikum. Sister Hira from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, sir.
How are you, sister?
Walaikum salam, sir. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Go ahead.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, go ahead, please.
The woman can read the Quran during her menstrual time and delivery, postpartum delivery.
Okay.
Postpartum delivery, because I am seeing many people are reading the Quran.
Okay. Do you have another question?
Sir. Also, another question, sir. If during that I have the loan, so is it must to pay the zakat?
Okay, I got your question as well. I got your second question. Thank you. Barakallahu fiki. So, with regards to the necessity which will make the lawful lawful, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَمَنِ اضْطُرَّ فِي مَخْمَصَةٍ غَيْرَ مُتَجَانِفٍ لِإِثْمٍ. And also say, فَمَنِ اضْطُرَّ غَيْرَ بَاغٍ وَلَا عَادٍ فَلَا إِثْمَ عَلَيْهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. The 2 ayat specify that necessity would make the lawful lawful, such as in case the person is starving, is going to die out of hunger, is going to die out of thirst, and there is only pork, or unlawfully earned money, or there is wine. Allah the Almighty allows you to drink the wine to save your life if you're shocking. Allows you to eat the swine flesh if that is the only thing which is available, or the dead flesh, in order to save your life, without exceeding the limit, without desiring that. These are the conditions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Bashir from Sudan. Assalamu alaikum, Bashir. How are you, brother? Go ahead.
I love you for the sake of Allah.
أحبك الذي أحببتني فيه. جزاك الله خيرا بشير. بارك الله فيك.
Yes, I have two questions.
Yes, please go ahead.
My first question is it the recitation of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the names of Allah before sleeping? Is it bid'ah or is it something correct for someone to do? And then my second question is concerning the marriage of Christians.
Bashir, the
Me and my
recitation.
friends have a lot of misconception about the marriage of Christians. Is it legally right where the way Muslims do their marriage? So is it something that is not the right way of marriage? So we had a lot of misconception about it. So Sheikh, I want
I got your second question.
Marriage.
Yeah, Bashir, if you can hear me, I got your second question. You're inquiring about reciting Surah what?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your first question, you said, is it right to recite Surah what before going to sleep? What is the name of the surah?
The recitation of Salawat before the Prophet sallallahu and the names of Allah before sleeping.
Okay.
Is it or is allowed?
Okay. Thank you, Bashir. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Muhammad from United Arab Emirates. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Sheikh.
How are you?
Wa alaikum salam, Sheikh. I'm fine. We had a very good program last 3 days in United Arab Emirates as a Dubai International Peace Convention.
Alhamdulillah. Brother Muhammad, do me a favor and mute your TV, please.
Yes.
Yeah, mute your TV. There are too many
You can
people
hear me
talking
now,
about us
sir?
right now. Okay. Did you do it?
You can hear me?
Yes. Now it's much better. Go ahead. Thank you for the compliment.
Yes,
indeed. It was-
I had a question because one of my friends in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, that we have some, I am originally from Sri Lanka, and we had, I heard from my friend, there is some marriage, the nikah going on as via Skype. Is it allowed or not?
What kind of
in a Muslim community in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia?
Okay, what kind of nikah or marriage that you're inquiring about?
Yes, so we want to clarify this issue. If you can give me the good answer for this, that is good for us.
Brother Muhammad, if you can hear me, what kind of marriage or nikah that you're asking about?
Yes, via Skype.
Ah, getting married via Skype. Okay, I got your question. Thank you. Barakallah fi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Umar from the case A. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Ask Huda, Umar. Go ahead.
May Allah reward you for all this great job.
Ameen. Thank you. Same to you, brother.
Yeah, I have a question regarding making dua.
Now,
You said that the ethics of making dua is to first of all, praise Allah, then make salat for the Prophet, and then ask what you want. If you are in sujood, after saying Subhana Rabbi Allah, then is it acceptable? Is it acceptable to make salat for the Prophet before making your dua in sujood?
Okay. Got your question, Brother Omar. Very smart question. Barakallahu feek. Thank you so much. Okay. Sister Rahma from Niger. Her first question was about the permissibility of performing Hajj for a woman without having a male mahram. And this is a question which has been answered very often, repeatedly, mashallah. And I just answered this on my page as well with one hadith that the Prophet ﷺ, a companion came to him and said, "O Prophet of Allah, my wife set out to perform Hajj, and I have been deployed to such and such battle with the Muslim army." The Prophet ﷺ said, "Ilhaq bimra'atik fahujja ma'ha." So he exempted him from going for jihad, and he said, "You gotta go and join your wife to perform Hajj with her." Keep in mind that the Prophet ﷺ did not ask him whether she was performing Hajj as fard or nafilah. And most likely it was fard, because Hajj was ordained a couple years before the Prophet ﷺ performed Hajj. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq led the Hajj caravan. So I want you also to imagine that a caravan which is led by Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and in this company there was Ali ibn Abi Talib, or Umar, and the great companions of the Prophet ﷺ, and this woman was going to perform Hajj by herself. And the Nabi ﷺ did not allow that. He said, "Go, join your wife," and he exempted him from joining the expedition. So the scholars and the vast majority of the Jews, especially the earlier Jews, are of the view that a woman, if she does not have the mahram to perform Hajj, she's exempt, even if she's financially capable. There are some contemporary scholars who say, and some also scholars who say that for Hajjatul Farida, it will become permissible if this is her very first Hajj, if she is traveling in the safe company. I personally prefer the opinion of the vast majority, and this is what I go with. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back inshallah in a couple minutes. Stay tuned.
Why does Islam say, what is the purpose of our lives? When you go to the grave, the believer will be asked 3 questions. How many, destruction of marriages, of society, of family ties have come because of statements made on someone's tongue, by what someone has said. What Sharia really is, think about it. We want you to think about it. Think about life. Think about your purpose in life. Think about the creator of this earth we live in. Think about how you should worship this creator and who this creator is. That's our aim behind this show here on Huda TV. Let's focus on what Islam itself says as a legal Islamic religious system.
Do your part, a slogan often heard but rarely implemented.
We need to make sure that we are from those people who are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase us in knowledge.
Doing our part for Islam needs both knowledge and actions.
You don't have to be able to present the whole of Islam, but at least you have to make sure that what you tell the people is what you know.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Abdul Rauf from the KSA, welcome to Ask Huda.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Proceed on, brother.
Sheikh, my question tonight is basically when I pray 4 rakah for Zohar before the Jama'ah, emphatic Sunnah every day. And sometimes I feel that Imam has already started the Jama'ah, and when I am, for example, in the second rakat, and then I start rushing up, like I pray only one time Subhana Rabbiyal Ala or Subhana Rabbiyal Azim in the Ruku and Sujood. And also I don't pray the surah after Surah Fatiha in the third and fourth rakat. Is it okay? Can we do that, or we have to do it in a proper way as if we are doing in the first and second rak'ah?
No, basically, Abdul Rauf, if you are in the second rak'ah, or even in the third rak'ah, you're praying 4 rak'ahs, and you heard the iqamah, then you step out of the prayer. The Prophet ﷺ said in the hadith, إِذَا أُقِيمَتِ الصَّلَاةِ فَلَا صَلَاةَ وَلَا كَلَامَ إِلَّا الْمَكْتُوبَةِ. Which means once the fard prayer has been established via calling the iqamah and the imam is ready to lead the prayer, there is no prayer valid during this time. You are in the masjid and you still have a long way to go. So you have to call it off and you exit from the sunnah in order to join the fard. If you pray the whole day nawafil, it is not equivalent to one fard prayer. So what you need to do is join the fard prayer in congregation from the beginning and attend the beginning takbir is much more worth it. Then afterward you can make up the sunnah. Barakallah feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister Samra from the KSA.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Ask Huda, sister.
Sheikh, I want to know if there is any app we can download in our smartphones for English audio tafsir.
English audio tafsir, yes, there is. I'll just have to locate it. And inshallah Azza Jal, maybe I will post it on my page. I would announce which app is it. Inshallah. Thank you, Sister Samra. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister Aisha from Nigeria.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, I've been watching your TV show, your program, and it has really been helping me and my children, and we thank God for that.
Okay.
Hello?
Sister Aisha, proceed on, please.
Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
I hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, my question is about responsibility between spouses in a relationship, in a marital relationship. Hello?
Unfortunately, I have difficulty hearing you. Your voice is breaking off. Sister Aisha. Okay, the brothers in the control, try to collect the question, please. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you. Sister Rahma from Niger. Her second question is that those who write the Quran on papers and soak it and drink, that is permissible if it is written with saffron, for instance, because this is drinkable. Okay? And it is a blessing of the Quran which helps recovering or removing the evil eye or whatever. That is permissible, inshallah. Her third question is making up all the nawafil, the 12 rak'ahs of the day before going to sleep. When we say making up, it is because you are not capable to do it on time. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the hadith of Habiba promised that whoever offers 12 rak'ahs every day and night on regular basis of voluntary prayers, Allah will build them a house in paradise. And I'm pretty sure now we all remember them. 4 rak'ahs before Dhuhr, 2 after Dhuhr, 2 after Maghrib, 2 after Isha, and 2 before Fajr. And the greatest of all are the 2 rak'ahs before Fajr prayer, since the Prophet ﷺ said they are better than the whole world and what it contains. Great. رَكْعَةَ الْفَجْرِ خَيْرٌ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا وَمَا فِيهَا, referring to the Sunnah. Now, Nabi ﷺ once prayed after Asr, and his wife Salama, the mother of the believers, may Allah be pleased with her, saw him, and she inquired about this prayer. She said, I thought you told us not to pray between Asr and Maghrib any voluntary prayer. He said, true. But these are the 2 rak'ahs, the sunnah of Dhuhr. I was busy, I was occupied with the delegations and so on. I forgot about them and I'm making them up. So if there is a reason, fine. But to delay them and just pray the 12 rak'ahs in the evening, this is not the right way to do it. They are prescribed to be before or after certain prayers, and you should do that. So if you were too busy, forgot about any of them, and now you want to make it up, you can. But not to gather the 12 rak'ahs on a regular basis and pray them in the... There are prayers for the day, and there are prayers for the night, and there is a tahajjud, a night prayer, and there is witr. So it is best to offer every prayer on its time. Thank you, Sister Rahma from Niger. Hira from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Muhammad from the KSA. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I heard you that you are going to paste, heard that you have already going to paste your on website. Can you give me the website address?
The website should appear, inshallah, on the screen right now.
You are replying on the Ask Huda. Ask Huda. Can I get it back? Because some of the episodes, you are repeating the questions or answering them.
Okay.
So I don't want to waste, take your time. Instead of this one, if I can get the address, I can go back to the previous day's reply, and the question will be answered to me. I get the answer. Is it possible? Then
no.
Paste the address.
Brother Muhammad, first of all, the sister was asking about an app for the tafsir of the Quran, the audio translation of the Quran or the meaning. As far as Ask Huda, the questions and the answers, number one, the web page is huda.tv or hudatv.com. It will be posted on the bar on the screen right now. And my page, my Facebook page is Dr. Muhammad Salah Official, and this is where I receive the questions. And there are certain episodes to answer the questions which are received on the Facebook page. Once a week we have 2 episodes. So once you deposit or you type your question and we receive it, it will be answered in the same order it was received. And the episodes, along with the questions which have been answered in each episode, are already posted in order on my page as well. All the episodes of Ask Huda, Gardens of the Pious, and Correct Recitation, Huda TV, Huda Tonight, wherever, alhamdulillah, they're all now uploaded on our channel, either on the YouTube or on our website. So hopefully, inshallah, that will be very helpful. Barakallah feek, Brother Muhammad. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Zaki from Egypt. Zaki, assalamu alaikum.
Shaykh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother
Hello.
Zaki, go ahead. I hear you.
Okay. Shaykh, my question is regarding the funeral prayer.
Now.
Okay. I would like to know the significance of hastening the funeral prayer. My question is actually keeping in view of the so many Muslims from India, Pakistan and Bangladesh who work in the Middle East countries. I would like to know if it is worth for the person to get back to the home country to meet the funeral prayer, or is it better to actually hasten the funeral process even in his absence?
Okay, so your second question is
My
about
second part of this question is, here I have seen that mostly whenever some person passes away, it's actually the closest relative of that person who leads the funeral prayer. But in India and all, it's not the case. It's the local imam of the masjid who leads the prayer. Okay? So is it okay for the imam to go on with the funeral prayer, or it's always better that the person, the relative, has to lead the funeral prayer?
Okay, I got your questions. Thank you, Brother Zaki.
Thank you.
Barakallah feek. Sister Hira from the KSA. The recitation of the Quran for minister-weighted women is by the vast majority of the fuqaha prohibited, except if the woman is reciting Quran to revise what she memorized, or she is in the process of memorizing the Quran, or if she is teaching the Quran, so she does that on a regular basis, not voluntarily reciting the Quran as an act of worship during the menses. And also with regards to touching the Quran with bare hands during the janaba or major impurity, whether it is the menses or the postpartum bleeding, is absolutely forbidden. Similarly, after having sexual relations or after having sexual discharge, then the person is not allowed neither to recite Quran or touch the Quran with bare hands. Barakallahu fikum. Paying zakah while you have a loan. If the loan is on an installment, it is not due right now, and you still have a decent amount of money which is zakatable, and more than you pay zakah on whatever you already possess. But if the zakah is due, pay the zakah, deduct that part from your money. Then if it goes short than the threshold of the zakah, then you don't owe any zakah. But if you still owe the minimum threshold or a little above the average of the zakatable money, or the value of 85 grams of gold or 595 grams of silver, then you should pay zakah on that as well. Big corporates, big companies, multi-million dollars companies, they have to pay zakah on their commodities, whether it's a car dealer or a construction company or whatever, even though they have taken loans from the bank. Why? Because they have taken loans in order to make business, and the loans are not due right now. If any person says, well, I have a loan which is due in a couple years, then I don't have to pay zakah, then they would not pay zakah, and these are very wealthy people. Brother Bashir from Sudan, marriage from a Christian woman. Well, Allah the Almighty says, وَالْمُحْصَنَاتُ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ وَالْمُحْصَنَاتُ مِنَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ in Surah Al-Ma'idah. What is permissible for the believing men to take in marriage? A chaste Muslim woman, a chaste kitabiyah. Kitabiyah, a woman who belongs to either Christianity or Judaism. Their prophets have received books. The condition in the three, whether in a Muslim or Christian or Jewish woman, the condition is al-ihsan, chastity. Chastity. So a woman who is Christian, those who go to the West and marry from here and there, and they know that the woman had a boyfriend or several boyfriends, and she doesn't mind, this marriage is invalid because chastity is not available. The recitation of certain chapters of the Quran and Asma'ullahi al-Husna before going to sleep. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam prescribed to us what to be recited before going to sleep. Ayat al-Kursi, the last two ayat of Surah Al-Baqarah. The last three chapters of the Quran, Al-Mu'awwidhat, Al-Ikhlas, Al-Falaq, Al-Nas, 3 times, and you blow in your hand, and you up over your head, your face, your chest, as far as I can reach of your body by your palms. 3 times, the last 3 chapters of the Quran, 3 sets. And also certain adhkar to be recited in addition to the Quranic verses. Also, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that the chapter of Al-Mulk, تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير, if you recite it every evening before going to sleep, it will protect you from the torment of the grave. Besides that, we don't have a reference that says that you recite Asma'ullahi al-Husna, the beautiful names of Allah before going to sleep, or any other chapter such as Al-Waqi'ah, for instance. And Allah the Almighty said with regards to His beautiful names in Surah Al-An'am, وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. So what do we do with the beautiful names of Allah besides memorizing them, reflecting upon them, knowing their meaning, invoking Allah via His beautiful names and attributes? We ran out of time, but I think I can take Muhammad's question from United Arab Emirates. Marriage via Skype. If all the conditions are fulfilled, like the girl is there, her guardian is there, he gave the consent, she gave her agreement, and there are witnesses, and they are present, they could see each other, it is permissible in this case. Brother Umar from the KSA, making dua. The order is to praise Allah, send the peace and the blessings upon the Prophet ﷺ, then present your dua, and it is best to wrap up your dua between the salah, the Durood Sharif in the beginning and by the end. So he says, can you do that in the sujood as well? Whenever we do it outside the salah, we begin by praising Allah. In the salah, you've already praised Allah. Remember what you said, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. You already praise Allah. So in the sujood, you can just proceed on. As far as proceed on and make dua, as far as sending the peace and the blessings upon the Prophet ﷺ in your sujood, it is permissible because it is a dua as well. We really ran out of time, and I have something very interesting to share with you. Inshallah, I'll begin with, hopefully, inshallah, next time concerning tonight's episode. Until then, brothers and sisters, I leave you in the care of Allah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Allah is my heart's speech. Your mercy is what I beseech. Keep in my heart your remembrance, and in your deen allow me to advance. Help me in my quest. Permit me to pass the ultimate